Hi, Philanthropy Liaisons. I am going to briefly talk to you about the role of being a liaison. Through this presentation, we're going to give you information to understand how to execute your role and all of your responsibilities. I did want to pause and talk to you about the NCL core values. I do love the core values. This includes strengthening the mother-daughter bond, empowering women with skills and confidence to mentor and to lead, inspiring a legacy of social awareness and compassion, providing depth of support in our local communities, honoring a culture of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and modeling integrity, graciousness, and excellence. Basically, the slide is just saying that we, as liaisons, communicate between the NCL and for the not-for-profit that you've been aligned with so that we can ensure that we are meeting our needs, also known as our core values, and meeting our community's needs, whether it be to feed the hungry, care for the isolated elderly, increase awareness for a vulnerable population. There are so many wonderful things that our role facilitates. Now that you're a leader, it's almost like you're a cog in a really big wheel. The moment you start that liaison role, you're kind of thrust into this decision-making and triaging role. It's a lot of responsibility. It's put me in situations where I've really had to push myself into uncomfortable situations to be a troubleshooter. It's been a great growth opportunity for me, and I'm sure it will be for you. As a liaison, you will be organizing events. You will be a contact or a point person for both your not-for-profit and for all of our volunteers. You will be aiding in transitioning into your role, or you might be helping someone roll out of the role as a liaison. I will make a side note, the liaisons and the grade level advisors for the NCL are the only two roles where being in the role is not capped at the 2-year mark, because there's so much value in having someone serve as a constant contact in this particular role over several years, specifically 6 years. This is a 6-year commitment. You'll see here it says chapter educator. We as liaisons do not have to, at the patroness meetings, provide the education itself. We simply may be coordinating your philanthropy or not-for-profit contact to come speak at our meeting, or speak on a Zoom meeting just for a few minutes. So, yeah. There are a couple responsibilities that we should dive into a little bit deeper. As you know, we do request that you fill out the philanthropy partnership agreement with your contact at your organization, and then submit it to us so that we can have the president sign. Just staying in communication, like we've said, and then monitoring how well your events that you organize are attended. You do not have to go to the event itself, but it is neat to go back and check, hey, what number of slots were filled up? Was there a very long wait list? And was it a success? Was your event a success? That could be talking with the people who attended and talking with the staff at the facility that your volunteers came to. At the end of the year, we will do an assessment to see what your organization that you are linked with felt about our services as volunteers. Now, if you look in this top right-hand corner, there's this pro tip, and it talks about using a query tool. I have just learned how to use this query tool, but we can track with a pie chart how well attended each of your organized events are. And I'm going to play around with that a little bit more and learn more how I can use that and how we can make use of the information that we pull. So by now you should have met with your philanthropy partner. If you haven't, it is the first week in the first month of our year. Please be sure to make contact with them. You're going to start promoting events on the calendar, and you are going to be watching how many people are enrolling in your events. And then after events, it would be great if you could touch base with some of your volunteers and say, hey, can you send me a photo of everybody on site? How did it go? Were there any major issues, or did it just go great? We want to also hear success stories. So, and then I want to hear too. Feel free to text me or call me and let me know if you've had any successes. We're going to skip this part right here. Hopefully once a month you will be checking with your partner at your organization, or more frequently if you feel the need. Every month you'll be posting a couple opportunities, or however frequently you feel it is required to post an opportunity. And then periodically checking in to see how well attended your event is. I will teach you at a later time how to look at who actually checked in, or if people forgot to check in on that NCL app. I will teach you how to do that another day. You'll hear me say this throughout the year. We're going to ask the patronesses and the TikTokers not only to serve during the summer when there's less to do, but hopefully they'll serve throughout the summer and to the end of the academic year. The more these volunteers put into volunteering, the more they get out of it. So please, if you can, post opportunities even towards the end of the academic year in May. You'll hear us refer to the policies and procedures. Everything is so well organized at the NCL, at the nationals level, and for that reason, NCL is a trusted organization. When your daughters apply to colleges and they see on their resume, hey, they did X number of hours through the National Charity League, these colleges will know that this was a legit opportunity, and it was truthfully served, and it embittered their community. And that's all I've got for you now. Thanks so much for your time, and more teaching videos to follow in the next couple days. Have a great night.